going on, guys? So I've been getting a lot of questions about the ATF as diesel fuel videos. So I got the diesel Toyota here running good, as you had just seen in the opening clip. So I'm going to go over some of the questions that I've got on this and the 6.0 running ATF. So first things, the main question is, will it work in my truck? Insert whatever truck you have. I don't know exactly which trucks it'll run in. I'm not a huge diesel guy, but I can tell you it only works in low pressure fuel systems. So 7.3, 6.0, 12 valve Cummins. I don't know about the early 24 valve Cummins. I don't believe Duramax's. 6.7 Cummins, 6.7 Power Stroke. I don't think those will work. So that's one thing that you guys will have to look up is if your truck is a low pressure fuel system. If it's high pressure, it can't compress. The ATF is too thick to compress to ignite, basically. So that's the main question. You just have to look up if it's low pressure fuel or not. Next question is, does it work in the Toyota? So I had tried it in the Toyota with the Volkswagen diesel engine. I did about 2 gallons, maybe 3 gallons in the 15-gallon fuel tank. I'd put 2 or 3 gallons in, top off the rest of the tank with diesel, and I would drive. Not a very big ratio, so I figured it'd be okay. So a while there, I was having problems. I was throwing underboost codes, and every now and then it would throw the check engine light, underboost code. It would basically go into limp mode, and I would lose power big time. I'd have to shut the key off while I'm driving, turn it back on, basically pop start the engine, and go again. But if I got on the throttle too much, it would do the same thing. So I had to basically limp it back home. So I was thinking maybe it was a vacuum issue, a turbo issue, something like that, because those are pretty common on those Volkswagen engines. So, but the first thing that it did was I ran that tank empty and then topped it off with straight diesel, and have been driving it ever since without a problem. So it has to be the trans fluid in with the fuel on that engine. It just does not like it. So I won't run it in the Toyota again. But the 6.0 seems to really like it. I haven't gotten a lot lately, which leads me into my next most asked question. Do I still do it? I do, just not near as much as I used to. Where I used to live, I was able to get it from a couple different shops for free. They would set aside 55-gallon drums, and I would pump it into my transfer tank. I've got my pump set up so I can run a hose straight out to the drum and pump it straight out of there into my transfer tank, and then I would top off the rest of the transfer tank with diesel. So I was running basically a 50-50 mixture. Sometimes I'd run like 70% trans fluid, 30% diesel in the transfer tank, and I would pump it out of the transfer tank into the truck tank. But since I moved, I don't have access to it. So when I do get it, I still do put it in the 6.0. I just won't put it in the Toyota. that was pretty much question 3 and 4 that I got. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's been a couple other questions, but those are the main ones. It seems like the 6.0 really liked it, especially cold weather. It seemed to help the injectors, clean the injectors out, so they fired better. I've never replaced injectors on this truck, and I've got 225,000 on it, and I feel like that's partially because of the ATF that I ran. It's a detergent, so it helps clean. So I feel like right now it could probably use an injector or two, especially on cold starts. But I don't have any trans fluid in it right now, so could be part of it. Could be age and mileage. But it seemed to like cold starts better with when I was consistently using ATF. But out here where I'm at today, this morning, it was -12, so I don't think any diesel likes -12 degrees. So yeah, that's pretty much the only update that I've got on ATF for diesel fuel. Yeah, I would suggest doing it if you have access to it, and just make sure 100% your truck will take it. Try a little bit at a time, see if it likes it. If it doesn't, dilute it as much as you can, and don't do it again. But if you're gonna do it, make sure that you filter it pretty good, really good, actually. I guess that's another thing that I can update you guys on. So like right now, working out of my own shop, if I get a trans service or something like that, I'll save the fluid, and I'll put a t-shirt or something like that over a bucket and pour the trans fluid through the t-shirt, kind of filter out the bigger stuff there. I still have my, I think it's a 2 micron filter, so it's a really fine filter on my pump. And so I'll pump it out of the bucket with that. I won't just pour it in, so I make sure that it goes through the filter and then goes through the truck filters. And I've said in the past videos that I change my filters, my fuel filters on the truck itself more regular than the standard interval. I probably do it every other oil change, whereas I think intervals like 15 or 25,000 or something like that, I do it every 10. So to make sure that no metal or whatever debris is in the trans fluid gets through to the engine. But that's basically it. Just make sure you filter it really good, and I haven't had any problems with the 6.0. So yeah, I guess if you guys have any more questions, I'll try to answer them as best as I can. But yeah, those are the main ones. And if you like more videos, more informational videos like this, let me know. But like I said, I don't do it that often anymore because I don't have access to it like I used to. But hopefully I'll be doing a video here soon to either make that Toyota, probably can't really see it because of the sun, but contemplating either taking the diesel Toyota and converting it into a crawler, solid axle swapping it and putting a cage on it and making it into a wheeler, or buying another Toyota to do that same thing too and keep the diesel Toyota as my daily driver commuter, since it gets such good gas mileage. So but yeah, I was out at the We rock crawling event in Arizona this past weekend, and made me really miss competing and making me want to build another Toyota to compete in. So let me know in the comments what you want to see. If you think I should do the diesel Toyota, or if I should just build something else and keep the diesel Toyota the way that it is as a daily and hunting rig. But yeah, so yeah, I was out there at the event with the Wrecked Gear guys, the Wrecked Gear YouTube channel. So really cool people. Go check them out, Wrecked Gear on YouTube. So give them a like and a follow, and hopefully one of these days I can get out there and be wheeling with them. But yeah, you guys got any other questions, let me know. Till next time.